All right, welcome. I had a little technical difficulty there just now. Good night, everybody. This is Island Fans, earlier version of it, but nevertheless, a pretty sad one, at least for me. I know the Man United fans must be buzzing. O'Neil, you're in the comments already. I know Jelly is going to follow suit. You see, I'm just saying? See, I'm just saying? Look at this boy. I'm definitely on a mad thing tonight. I don't know why. I mean, like, you were thinking that you would massacre us. That didn't happen. If we could clearly look at the game, it's been mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. But hey, my team made more mistakes than you, and me make this jokey United team. This jokey United team. Bang me. And I see, all right, yo, you have a right to be lit. You have a right to be lit, Jaleel. And I wish, yo, if you want me to send the link, I should. I could. Because if I was in your position, I would be lit. Well, I wouldn't be that lit because I expected to beat this United team. But I'm coming into this game. I sat and I watched the game. I don't know how much of it you saw, Moy. I don't know. And right, Jaleel, you are right. 3 points is all that matters. But Moy, I don't know how much of it you saw. But I was watching that game, and the pace, the intensity that Arsenal was playing at was just so poor. We kept giving away the ball in our half, allowing Manchester United to press us quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yep.
I'm really sad by. I'm not even saying that we played bad. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did play bad because the transition game we didn't quicken it up fast enough for me. Yo, I'm exactly the opposite of Jelly. Let me just put it that way.
But
I'm the opposite
but
of
champ,
Jelly.
wouldn't you say watching the game is mostly like careless errors leading up to certain things? And I mean like certain times, I see Arsenal style is playing out from the back. But there's two times you got caught on the ball and then the pressure is right there and they caught you all high and whatnot, and that causes a lot of trouble. And
Right.
I mean also when Saka came on and Tavares got those ball back posts, it's like it wasn't enough urgency. Saka wasn't aware of it also.
Yeah.
Uh, like it was like what 2 or 3 chances he got at the back post and managed to get off one shot out of those.
Especially when you're playing. I have Jonathan here. Good night, Johnny. We're gonna come to your analysis right now, but I'm kind of ranting. Jaleel is in the comments, of course, going off. He is late. He's excited for his German manager. O'Neil is laughing. All the Arsenal haters right now are in full effect. But to what you were saying there more, yes, it was careless errors. We kept giving away the ball at these pivotal points. And like I just said, no, I'm fully where Joy is right now. I'm fully where Joy. I'm done with my captain. I am done. When I said done, my captain needs to be benched. My captain needs to be benched. I don't know how you feel, Jonathan. Let me bring you in right now, and you can start before you can answer this question, and then you can tell me how you feel about the game. What do you feel about our captain right now? Because I'm done with him.
Yeah, Shaq. He has to get a bench, and I don't know what is going on with Aubameyang right now, to be honest. But yeah, I think Martinelli or even Lacazette can start up top. Martinelli looked really good today. And
Yeah.
I just say this really quickly before any Man United fans come talk or kind of crap and both. The two teams are equal today. There was no superior team play or team quality between United and Arsenal today. It's just individual mistakes that made the game go either way. And you can even say the same for Man United because they couldn't even go back and say, oh, maybe Arsenal should have had a penalty because Maguire dragged down Tommy Yasu.
Oh,
But
don't let me talk about that.
well, but I mean, I'm not going to sit down here and complain. United had the better players. The two teams overall were equal, but United had the better players, so they won. It's not no brilliant performance from United. The two teams were crap. They gave with the ball every 5 minutes, and the two teams were crap. To be honest, it was just end to end. I don't know what Odegaard was doing with that. I don't know what possesses a midfielder when you're tracking the man. Well, first of all, he didn't track the man properly because he's behind the person. When you're tracking the man and you reach the penalty box, you never, ever, ever, ever dive in the penalty box, especially in the position Odegaard was. So anyway, that's how I feel about it.
I can't. Jamal, good night. We're gonna get you in just let me just read these comments. Shock, never forget. You said he's better than Kane. I said right now. I said what I was saying there, O'Neal. I was saying that y'all were talking as if Kane and Aubameyang are in the same category. Said on form, on current form. Then they were same strikers to me. All right, never forget
But
that, boss. You
wait there.
think we care?
Interject.
3 points. Hold on there, Moy. Chelsea was super ass yesterday. They won. You think we care? Okay, right. Shock. Kane stinks right now, but Boss Abba is taking right. He is. Y'all got smoked. Yeah, they're in the comments. They are in the comments. Sancho this, United this, that. Right, okay. Abba been stink since he signed a new contract. And just where I want you to start. Oh, go ahead, more. Let me then I'll
No,
get into
no.
more.
They said it in the comments. Because I was wondering how you
Okay.
putting blame on Aubameyang and Kane is doing the same thing.
Well, I mean, I don't really care about Kane. Kane not my striker. You saw what the man missed a City Saturday and missed another one today. I don't even think he
Oh,
would
he
have
missed
even
another
been
one.
outside.
I didn't see that
Yeah.
one, and I didn't see the one that you all talking about him miss. What happened with that? I had
It
stepped
was,
away from that.
It was
I think somebody jumped for a header, and the ball
Mm-hmm.
ended up
yeah.
spilling out to him right in front of the air. The man
And
just
I
passed it to
serious
the
that.
air. The air. I don't want an
I
easy one.
I
Shock
don't
him
know
at
what
seriously.
I don't know what's up. It's either that he needs to smell bench for a while to try and be like, hey, self check
Jesus.
because it's not it at the moment. Or y'all need to capitalize on the money because that's not a bomber that we used to be seeing right there.
That's facts.
And,
Jamal, that's
and
where I
Shock,
want you to start. Hold on there, Johnny. Let me get in Jamal. I was telling them earlier, I'm finished with my captain. He needs to go on that bench right now. Where are you?
There is no competition for him, and I think that's what's not making him put away these chances. Because these are simple chances that you could close your eyes and score. Like, you know, all of us would have put those chances away. The one that you hit the bar, you don't go for that part of the post or that part of the goal. The one today, you'd hit it as hard as you can. Why are you passing it so soft? So I just don't think that there's. I think he's just in a position where he knows he's going to start every game because there's no one that's going to take his spot. So he can miss, but then no one's going to come in and challenge him.
Jamal, I don't agree with that. That there's no competition for the man. I think his attitude is just sticking with him and playing with him because he's the captain. That's why.
But
You
where
can't say that there's no competition for him because Martinelli is there. You can't say there's no competition for him because Lacazette is there. You can't say that there's no competition. It's just the
I
man
can,
decided
no,
to
wait.
stick with him.
I can say that because these other players won't play his position. Martinelli will not play that central strike position.
That's what we brought him to do. Is only asked to
but
force him
has
out to go to it. What do you
but
mean he won't play that?
but
Lacazette
exactly
can't play a
then
central striker position.
no, not the way that Birmingham does. Lacazette will
But
play a more
I don't
center
want next
forward
striker to be
position.
playing like Aubameyang does in the big games because Aubameyang runs in behind, hoping for a ton of space, and you're not going to get that against the big teams. You need a striker nimble like Lacazette who's going to put the ball into the back of the net.
Not the
You ever
big
see
team.
Lacazette pass the ball to the net before?
No.
Good
Well, I'm saying
evening.
like Birmingham hasn't been able to do that run in behind for the past 2 years, right? Whether he's
He
lost,
has the pace. He just people just catch on to him. Yes, you, as a defender, you study who you're coming up against, and you know that what he does is running behind, so you
so then,
prevent that.
so
And
then
when
why do
that
we
powers
keep
his
playing
game, you
him?
don't offer anything
Why
else.
why
So
do we
shot
keep
is
playing
right.
him then? You
It's, I
see?
am not playing him. I am not the manager, Joe. I'm
But
saying he
no,
could be dropped
I
for
know, but that's what I'm
Lacazette or
saying.
Martinelli, preferably
That's what
Martinelli.
I'm saying is that you don't have no experience. You have no one else that can come in and step up and
You
say, okay,
can't say there's no one else. That's my point.
I'm going to say there's no one else because there's no one else, or else we would have
So
seen it.
wait, let me ask you a question. When City lost David Silva, right? They were going to say, "Oh, we have to go out and buy." Well, they do. Normally, would have. We have to go and buy another midfielder because there's no one else. We're not going to
No,
play Foden because he has no experience. We're not
no.
going to play Foden because you don't have no big game experience. Everybody has to start from somewhere. Martinelli, he works hard. He gives defenders a hustle, and he can score goals. So give him a chance. How else somebody could develop?
We gave him that chance and he became
When
inconsistent. No, a
Um,
while ago.
when we gave him that, when we gave
can I
Martinelli
can I chime in?
no,
No,
when
because
we
you could
gave
just
Martinelli
I'm
the
disappear.
only
chance.
here for like 2 minutes, dog. Can I chime in real quick?
All right, go ahead.
Memphis, go ahead.
I just want to say that Martinelli was Arsenal's best player today.
That's
Um,
debatable.
but my goat came back after everybody called him a problem and won the game for us.
Who's Who was
I'm
calling
not sure
Ronaldo
this.
a problem?
I'm not sure
But
this is a game you big up. You get
but
your goal
but
get applauded for
but
though.
anyways, shout out to Fred who started terribly and got it together eventually. Well, somewhat got it together. And also shout out to I don't remember the guy's first name, but Slicer in the comments.
Dre,
You know, yeah,
Slicer,
yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to him and shout out to Odegaard for the brilliant assist. I think him and Fred were trading roles because Fred gave him a goal and then he gave Fred a penalty. So
Memphis,
Maybe
let
they
me put
work
this.
something out in the tunnel.
yeah, they
Wait
worked
there,
something out in the tunnel.
Memphis
Mem-
finished bigging up people because he forgetting his captain.
Which captain?
You have,
Yo,
you
I
have
see
to
them
give
out.
the captain props today.
I don't know who possessed Maguire, but my boy learned how to defend today.
You got to give him the props now, Memphis. Today, you have to
Memphis,
give him that.
Memphis, let me ask you an honest question. You think he was under any pressure?
No.
I don't think so. So like,
Yeah.
The only
watching
pressure
that,
he was under, there was this one ball that Ben White played, and he just stood up, and I think Aubameyang was running through. But instead of passing it, he shot it straight at the hair. Because Tavares was right there for the cutback. I was surprised he actually
Yep.
shot it instead of passing.
That's a player they're trying too hard to get the fans back on his side, in my opinion. But Memphis,
yeah.
quickly before you go, just overall, your thoughts
Mhm.
on your team performance.
They started poorly, but I guess they thought they were the away team like from last season because they started poorly and got it together, came back. Um, that first goal, I don't know if you already touched on it, but that kind of,
What do
What
you
I don't
happened?
know.
think?
What happened?
I wouldn't count it because he was
Why not?
down. If he was down before
And watch
the
the rule
man
of the
even
game. Show
got the
me,
ball
show
to
me,
take the shot.
pull out the FIFA rules book, Google it, and show me which
No, but
subsection is the
if you watch the
action.
replay, the referee was about to blow the whistle to stop because he was
But did
down,
he go to whistle, Memphis?
and then he pulled away the whistle when he saw Smith Rowe getting ready to shoot. I don't know if he thought Smith was gonna miss or what, but he had the whistle by his mouth and then he just took it away.
But by the letter of the law, it's
Yeah,
a fair
by the
goal.
letter of the law, it's a goal. It's just a hilarious goal.
It was. All right. Okay. There was something that I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, got you.
I really can't remember. I can't remember it.
So,
But hey,
let me ask,
Memphis, go ahead,
let me
Moy.
ask Memphis something. With the win today, are United poised for this new Ralph? Well, I don't remember his last name. Yeah,
Ragnick.
Ragnick. Is things
Um,
looking good going into it? You're expecting better than what Carrick after 3 games?
well, I think Ragnick was in touch with Carrick yesterday. They said in the commentary. So some of his things were already implemented for this game apparently, because I don't know if you saw it, but Ronaldo was out of breath because my boy was actually pressing today, full
I
sprint
saw that.
pressing too. I
This
don't know if
one.
you saw the one where he's pressed what's his name, Gabriel, but fouled him
He
instead.
fouled Gabriel.
Yeah, rag up.
Yeah, that's Antiguan pressing. I don't know what rag up you're talking about.
Oh, right, Memphis. Yes, I remember the question now. That Harry Maguire pull on Tommy Yasu. You're usually able to give an unbiased opinion. Should that have been a penalty?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Maguire is Maguire. I guess I'm just happy that was the only time he decided to be Maguire today, and he was somebody else for the rest of the game.
All right, Memphis. Before you go,
Mm-hmm. That one's for Joe. That one's for Joe.
Great Slicer. Joe is not here, but we're gonna pass his message on to Joe. Okay, good finish, but Odegaard is still trash. All
I
right.
mean, I don't know if that was a good finish. What's his name? Aubameyang offsided the keeper, but he was onside. So
He scuffed it. He scuffed it. But
yeah.
hey, you take those. You take those. Jamal.
Mhm.
All right. Thanks, Memphis.
All right.
Jamal. In Arsenal's defense, did Arsenal play poorly today?
Well, I didn't see the first half. I was on the train on the way back.
Right.
In the second half, I do think that. Well, back to the first half. What I was seeing on Twitter was that like Partey was giving away the ball many times.
Poor.
So I would assume it was a slow start from everyone all around. Not our usual, out to the races at the first 20 minutes.
Right.
The second half, from what I saw, was okay, but not up to where we should be playing. I think it started fast, but that's because United started fast as well. And I just don't think it was up to where our standard would be. The game was there for the taking. It went into, what was it, 1-1 at halftime? It was definitely there for the taking, but then, we gave it away off some silly fouls and misplaced passes. Even towards the end, when, we needed a goal, I'm seeing players back passing the ball, which should not be happening. Should be pushing everybody forward and throwing the ball into the box. But hey, Arteta.
Yo, I have a question. I have a question for you guys. Maybe it was just me and how I think football should be played. But after Arsenal scored that first goal, them man just go right to the penalty box and start to defend from there. They didn't put no pressure on United. What's going on with that, man? Yes, you have the
Jamal, you didn't.
more.
Right, Jamal, you didn't see it, but we really just defended after that first goal. We defended our 18-yard box for the rest of the half and still conceded. And that's why I thought that was really a big blow for us, especially. And then coming out in the second half, I think our captain again had a good chance, and he scuffed it again with his left foot. I'm just saying that if we're gonna play Aubameyang, okay, if we're gonna play Aubameyang, we want to continue with him. Why are we not playing balls for him to run on too? Why is our play so slow? Why are we not moving the ball quickly enough? Tavares, who I thought was going to maraud down that left-hand side, he didn't do that today. I didn't see that youthful exuberance from him that I saw in other games where I thought, just take it easy, bro. I didn't see that. So for me, I just thought he was poor today.
You think that was instruction from Arteta who tell him to stay back a little bit? I don't know what, because that was unusual.
Well, what I thought when I saw the lineup and I saw El Neni in, I thought that El Neni would have pushed to that side, pretty much like what Shaka does to free up Kenny on that left side. I thought that would have been it. So I thought I was going to see Tavares going bombing on, up and down, up and down. I didn't see much of that.
No, but I think that was because of the pace that obviously Sancho and
Rashford
bring, and then you have Wan-Bissaka behind him. So you get. I think one of the goals came from
Dallo.
One of the goals came from when Tavares was up the field. That Ronaldo goal. Tavares was way up the field.
Yeah.
See,
Tavares miscontrolled the ball, and that's when Man United nicked it.
And he was up the field. So that's I think what Arteta was thinking is that if you get forward too much and lose the ball, then that's going to happen. And it happened. So I do think it was. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like what Jamal was saying with Tavares losing the ball. I'm watching Tavares. Yes, you're tired, but you bust your hamstrings and your quadriceps to run back, especially when you lose the ball. And I seen this man jogging back. Look, I was screaming because you could see sometimes, when something is gonna happen. I'm saying, get back, and they're just jogging, like jogging with the man. Get back and stop him before you get to the penalty box. That's his supposed not defend when you get to the penalty box. But anyway, well.
This was a game, to be honest with you, fellas. This was a game that I mean, yes, okay, let's say we are better than that Liverpool, Manchester City, and Chelsea are better than us. And it showed by the score lines. Let's just say that. But this is the game where I was like, yo, we can take this game to United. Yes, they have a better squad of names than us, but I felt like we were more structured and we were able to take the game to them, and I didn't see that today. I really was sitting here, I was looking at the game, and the intensity, I just didn't like it. I really didn't like it.
I'll tell you what, if we had faced United last week before they got that draw at Chelsea, we would have won the game.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think they were high on confidence?
I think that momentum took them into this game, and they were at home, so I think that gave them that advantage. But if we played them a week or 2 weeks ago, we would have definitely won it because we were on up and they were stagnating. But that's just football, right?
And let me just say something. They would have basically the same point Jamal made. They seem like they were really after this game today because when you looked at the final whistle and they changed the camera back to Bruno and Carrick, it seemed like, they hug. Like, it's a relief. Like, we have finally done it. Like, the form is back and what's not. And that's something that you kind of see that was lacking before.
Because more, they put, right now, they are 2 points behind of us. If we had won that game, we would have been 8 ahead of them. So, I mean, I don't know if we didn't feel like we wanted that 8-point gap between us and United. But it happened. We lost. I want to see some changes in the team. And like Jamal said, I just think from what Jamal is saying, I think that Jamal is saying that the suitable replacement is not there for Aubameyang. And I guess what Johnson is saying that, give Martinelli a try. Can it? And let me ask you, Jamal, can it hurt? Aubameyang is already doing what he's doing. Can Martinelli hurt? Laka, can that hurt? And
No.
Jamal, quickly before you chime in there, I heard the commentator said Nketiah has refused the contract that was offered to him. Why is he on our pitch? Why is he on our pitch? If you already said you're not playing for us. Why are we still giving you time? Pepe is there. Bring Pepe on.
The question is, why is Lacazette, who's out of contract, and Ketia getting game time ahead of Pepe? Right?
That's true. I mean, Lacazette has come on and shown us some fights. I can understand the Laka.
There's that complicated answer, and then there's a simple answer: is that they're better than Pepe at the moment.
And Pepe time, I'm seeing a lot of reports. It seems like Pepe is on his way out.
Well, all three of them on the way out. It looks like it.
So, Jamal, yes, let's touch on that last question, then we can move on to some of the other games. Can we just go with Martinelli? I don't think it would be much worse.
There is not a problem with going with Martinelli, but you would have to change the game for him. Going with Lacazette would have to change the game for him. It's not a like-for-like replacement for Birmingham. That's what I was trying to tell Jonathan. It's not a like-for-like replacement. We can say, oh, yeah, he can run in behind, he can do this and that, but the whole game, the whole team will change to accommodate that striker. Lacazette cannot do the same thing Birmingham has done, or could do. And I can see Lacazette. No, Jonathan, in the sense of running.
No, not you. I saw a comment there that really just curled my blood.
Okay, but Lacazette is more of a what do you call it? A centre forward, whereas Birmingham is more of a striker that would run in, a winger striker that would run in behind.
That's exactly my point, Jamal. But anyway, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. You'd have to change the game for the striker that comes in. So it's not a like-for-like replacement to say that they will slot in and do the same job or do a better job.
Yeah, that's exactly. I wanted to change the style of play that we're playing because getting in behind is not working.
It's not working.
You're not getting in behind Chelsea, United, City, Liverpool. You're not going to do it. So
you're not even getting in behind Burnley. So why keep playing?
Why keep playing the old?
So no, I'm in agreement with you in that. Is that the whole system would need to change. And like I tweeted earlier, we do not have the personnel to play a proper system. So we're playing a system that fits the people that are there and not people in a system, if you get what I'm saying.
I understand. But let me ask you, more we coming to City right now. Let me ask you. I just want a one-word answer, yes or no, from Jamal and Jonathan. I think we play on Saturday or Sunday. I don't remember when our next game is. Does Aubameyang start for you?
The thing is,
yes or no, bro?
For me, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because for the reasons you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you can start the same team that you had today, minus who played on the left? No. Yeah, yes, take Elneny out and Tavares, put Tierney back in, I would say.
Back in.
Yeah, because leave Martinelli. Martinelli deserves a run in the team, but Saka can come in and Odegaard can step up again.
Oh, okay.
That changes the dynamic and where you can maybe play 4-4-2. So let's see what happens.
Jonathan, yes or no? That's a no for you. I'm guessing it's a no for you.
No, Shaq. No. Wait, let me clarify something real quick. Yo, Shaq, I love Aubameyang. I really appreciate what the man has done for us for the last 2 years, winning us trophies, winning the charity shield, carrying us. I appreciate that so much, Aubameyang. But your time has come. You're in your mid-30s. It's kind of retiring time, so time to move on. That's all I have to say.
All right. Okay. All right, Moy. Again, you've been pushing this, and Munchie have to. I mean, but for you've been like the pioneer for this. Manchester City, I think it's 2-0, 2-1 over Aston Villa. But like you were saying, the real Portuguese in the league stood up. Talk to me about that goal that he scored and just that City. Talk to me about that game.
I mean, first of all, I really admire the goal because it's a very, very rare occasion that we see City score a goal from a counter attack, and that's what exactly happened. I mean, the fluidity of that movement. It was what they got the ball, and then Fernandinho played the ball over the top to Gabriel, and then Gabriel found Bernardo Silva for the cross. I think everybody thought that he would have probably taken a touch, because I thought that he would, and then just tried to think the keeper or whatever he did. But he took that first time, and it was very brilliant. One
All right.
Once again, probably one of the most important player on the team right now at the moment. I think he's really the engine in that midfield at the moment. That if it's not there, I think it doesn't click as much. With De Bruyne out of form and whatnot, Bernardo Silva has really stepped up since he was looking to go out the door this season because lack of playtime last season, and he proves to be brilliant. And I mean, to go to the game again, Sterling has proved to be that he's coming back on in fine form. I mean, take one step at a time. I don't really want to big it up so much, but he's taking that time in simple steps. He's coming there. He got an assist again the last time. But in this couple of times during the last 20 minutes of the game, as I was saying in the group, it was a bit nerve wracking because we know, especially City defenders, we're not that really great when it comes to aerial duels. And, they started putting the balls in the box, and Tyrone Mings getting up there. We're lucky that he didn't really get to the ball that much. But they was applying pressure a lot and trying to get in there. There was when the youngster came on, Chuka, whatever his name, Chuka, yeah, they have a brilliant youngster right there. He got a
Okay.
chance. Yeah, he's a very good player. He looks bright, and he came on, and yeah, he got a shot, but Edison, Edison managed to make the save, and it basically was, up and down from right there, just balancing the game and whatnot. Yeah, it was really that. The 3 points was there. Grateful for that. We keep moving.
All right. Okay. I think Carrick has indeed sent out his farewell message to the United fans. He's hitting back at Jalil. Foster has more assists than Sancho. Okay. I says, all
Wait there.
right.
Can I
So
hit? Can I hit this point right there?
go ahead.
Aston Villa fans. First, let me big up Steven Gerrard. He looks like he had something very good going for that team because they look like they had a fight there yesterday to try and get a point out of that game. And my word, Aston Villa fans are so ungrateful. I mean, Grealish came on and they was booing him like crazy. I mean, this man signed and put $100 million contract release clause in his contract to ensure that they get money, and it's like he did it for nothing. It's just crazy.
I mean, because they're struggling right now. Imagine the Bernardo and the Bruyne duo with both in form, and Lamar says that is trouble. That is trouble. And hey, look, Bernardo right now is really important. But I want to touch on another magician who I think right now, I've said it here before, is probably the best player in the world right now. Mohamed Salah scored another 2 goals yesterday. Liverpool won 4-1. 4-1. How can this team, this Liverpool team, yes, I know he's going to leave in a couple of weeks, but do you think that they're going to be in and around it by the end of the season? Let's go with Jamal.
That's a tough question to answer. Depending on who they play when both him and Mane are gone. Because
If I'm remembering correctly, sorry there, Jamal, sorry. I think they have Palace, Brentford, Leicester twice during the run. Yeah, that's just about it, Jamal.
Leicester in the league and cup.
No, I think it's home and away. Home and away. I
I
don't think
think
they
that
play them yet.
I think I saw some news saying that it's probably like 2 or 3. They're not really missing that much Premier League games because there's cup games in and around there.
Yeah. Then
Yeah, I think they missed. Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, those about those. I remember because we did a show on it last week, and that's what we were saying. I know Brentford is in there, I know Leicester is in there, and I know Palace is in there.
so you said coming at the end of the season if they're going to be still in it.
If they're gonna be in it,
Yeah, they'll be in it at the end of the season. They just don't need to concede goals against those teams, and I'm pretty sure Jota and Curtis Jones and whoever else they have, Shaqiri,
Origi,
them.
I didn't hear that.
I said Shaqiri still play for them.
No,
No,
he's
no.
at Leon or something like that.
Yeah.
Marseille, something.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
for real. Yeah, I saw Shaqiri
So
play.
he'll be
Yeah.
Minamino and so now.
Yeah, no, no.
Seven.
Minamino, Origi,
Yeah, so they still have, as long as those players don't get injuries, they should just, even if they come through with draws in those games, when Salah and Mane come back, it's a helter skelter to the finish, right?
I hear you, but I'm looking at that Liverpool team, and they look so threatening when they're on it, boy. How's Everton just poor?
I don't get this comment. Why wouldn't Jorginho be ranked higher than Mo when Jorginho was, what was he? He's given a trophy for best player sometime earlier this year, right? Won the
That's
Euro,
Jamal.
won the Champions League, and you're telling me they won the league last year? Did Chelsea win the league last year?
No, it
No,
was City.
No, they can. No, no. Jamal, this goes back to just like Lewandowski, everybody's pitiful. And then
yeah.
he goes into run into this season and Salah's having such a fine form. That's why they think it should be up there because he's been exceptional for the start of the season.
Jorginho, you're talking about, or Salah?
No, Salah,
Salah.
with the start
Yeah,
of the season that he had, that's why he's been
yeah.
up there. But
Then it's
last
just
season,
recency bias. They're not taking the year into consideration. They're just taking the
that's
start of the
that's
season.
exactly what it is.
Yep. Jamal, let me get you quick, Jamal, and then I'll go to Jonathan. What's your thoughts on the whole Ballon d'Or going to Messi and not Lewandowski?
Jonathan can go first.
Johnny, go ahead.
That was I don't know who voted in that. If they pick their daughters, sons, cousins, great something, boy, that was ridiculous. How are you telling me Lewandowski breaks Gerd Muller's record? By the way, because people don't watch Bundesliga, Gerd Muller is one of the greatest strikers to ever live. And that record stood for 50 years. 50 years in the Bundesliga. And Lewandowski goes and breaks it, right? And people going to say, oh, he's playing in the Bundesliga. But same thing, Bayern Munich had so many great players throughout the years. Klinsmann, this, that, the other, that. And they still couldn't break it. Lewandowski goes and breaks it. And I think he won the Champions League in that. Did he win the Champions League that year when people were saying he should have won it? Bayern won in 2020? Yeah.
That's when he should have won it.
Yeah.
That's when it was cancelled?
Yeah.
That's when it was cancelled. And I just don't know why they don't give the man the trophy. You don't need a ceremony to give him a trophy.
Exactly. They could have even given it to him this year. They could have had a segment in this year's thing where they just give it to him. And, but I'm not sure about. Yeah, that was really disgusting. That was really just.
Okay. All right. Let me not chime in. Go ahead, Jamal.
No, I agree with you. In the sense that he should have won it before, but then it's a bit of a toss up between who could take it this year. And, I think the whole Copa America thing, winning an international trophy, tipped it in Messi's favor. Although there's still a lot of fanboys out there for Messi, and I do think that's why. Did Ronaldo didn't even make it into the top 3, I think, right? So, yeah. So there's that. I don't think anyone else between these two will win it. I don't know who's gonna win it next because we've seen these two generational talents come, and then everybody's been inconsistent so far coming up behind them. Yes, Lewandowski, banged in a lot of goals last season, won the Champions League, but then not last season, 2 seasons ago, and then just broke a record this season and just won the Bundesliga. Whereas Barcelona, they didn't win the league, they didn't win the Champions League, and Messi just won the Copa America. But I think he broke a record with Argentina while winning the Copa America. So I think all that tipped it in his favor. But with that being said, I do think that it's a lot of people just fanboying Messi at the moment. They're saying, look, it's the last time we have these guys around. Just give him the trophy. Undeserved. Agreed, it's undeserved. But if it's the media voting for things, a lot of things will be undeserved. If it's the fans, then, it would have gone another way.
You done up Pedri wouldn't have gotten any award if it was the fans voting, right, Jamal?
How much time log off?
but
Lamar is saying, let me get this one in mind. Also, the Ballon d'Or is an individual award, and if you look at their stats, Messi and Lewan, their stats aren't too dissimilar. And Munchie's coming here. This is just the point we're just making. Can sell off a world player next year. Go ahead, Mark.
And I was saying, basically, I agree to the point that Jamal was saying because I think it was on ESPN FC. One of the cast, one of the members was saying that it's basically like a campaign strategy now for this Ballon d'Or. Because you're going into it and you hear people trying to campaign about what Messi has done, trying to push Messi even more, pushing Lewandowski because he didn't win it the last time when he was supposed to do it. So then
Right.
that's what it comes to seem like now. It doesn't seem like an award. Everybody know it's an individual stuff. And I said it before. Once the media pushes you, you're in reckoning to win it. You know.
To win.
So,
Yeah. So I
Lamar
don't know what's
continues
happening.
here. Lamar continues here. He says, I think everyone is still upset that Lewan didn't get his Ballon d'Or last year, but I think Messi deserves his shot. I agree with you, Lamar. Sorry, there, guys. Let me ask you all this simple question: Chelsea won yesterday, Liverpool won yesterday, and City won yesterday. Is it just a three-horse race, and then we're just looking at the best of the rest? It's just a three-horse race. Let's start with more. You're in it, so let's start with you. Is it a three-horse race?
Yes. Yes, I would agree. See these three teams looking like, heart of a champions, despite especially Chelsea didn't have such a good run of a good game yesterday. They managed to squeeze through the victory, and that's, I mean, 1-0 victory, 2-1 victories, those scruffy results is what you need in order to challenge for those titles.
All right, Jonathan, you think so? It's just one, two, three, Chelsea, you're not Chelsea, City, and Liverpool just battling it out.
yeah, yeah, of
And
course.
Jonathan, let me ask you. No, we didn't get your predictions early in the year when we were doing it for obvious reasons. Who do you have winning the title?
Uh, it's kind of early to tell. It's very early, but based on current trajectories, my money would go to City favorites, uh, Liverpool and Chelsea.
Chelsea last.
Oh,
Yeah,
there, yeah. Chelsea looks formidable. Chelsea looks
they
formidable.
do. They
Jalil
do.
is trying to make a point here before I get to you, Jamal. He's saying that he think that his German Ralph Ragnick is going to put them. He's going to put them in a stead to challenge one of these three for the title. But the fact that he's calling him a pony, I don't think that's. I'm going to take him too seriously. Go ahead, Jamal. What do you
Yeah,
think?
well, I think United are too far off. What was it, 10 points now? If that much? Off the
I
12?
don't know.
Oh, well, it's 13,
I
12 or 13, 12 points. I think it's 12 points off the top. So it's a bit tough going into the Christmas period for them to come back. I do think it is a three-horse race, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City. I do think the title will come down to a game that one of them plays each other, or the three games that they play each other in the second half of the season. That will be important because they'll pick up points against these little teams, barring the odd 1-0 loss or 2-0 loss here and there. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty in the end of the season, I do think it will come down to maybe Chelsea winning away at Liverpool that tips them to the title ahead of City or something like that. What?
Because when they've played each other this year, I know Chelsea Chelsea and Liverpool drew 1-1. Man City drew with Liverpool. How does it? More you've played Chelsea yet,
Yeah. About
Yeah,
the
they beat
Chelsea
them
one was the one.
and you won. You
Yeah, the
beat
one.
Chelsea.
at the
Yeah.
bridge.
Okay. Yeah, Jamal, might be on to something. It's gonna come to these fine points. Because I don't see them dropping too many points going forward.
I think I think it might come, especially how I know City is, that it might come to one of these little teams getting a point or managing a victory over us and or any one of the teams and causing a slip in the title race.
Jamal, let me ask you this. Jalil is gassed. He's been gassed since Monday's show. He's been just going off and off and off about, y'all, get yourself a German. Imagine them man up, we have a German this, German this. You think he's going to change Man United fortunes anymore? Because when I look at him, he's not a winner, is he really? And he's more known for being a technical director than he is for a manager. Do you think he's going to change Man United's fortune in the next 6 months?
He'll put them on a good path to to being good later on. I don't think it'll be a change, a massive change in the sense of putting them to challenge for the title. They'll still be challenging for a top 4 space, but not the title. But yeah, I think he's been out of management for a while as well. So I'm not sure how they expect him to come and hit the ground running. With that said, it could go the other way in which, he hits the ground running and they win every game for the rest of the season. Unlikely, but it could happen.
Please no.
No, I'm saying, I mean, at this point, anything can happen, and I think we've come to know that in football that anything can happen. So
you're saying that can happen to Arsenal too?
It can happen to anybody. Newcastle can win every game for the rest of the season.
And that's a perfect segue there, Jamal. Because let me ask you, Jonathan, is Newcastle getting relegated?
What place they now?
Last.
They haven't won a game after. This is match day 14. This is match day 14 or 13. Yeah, they haven't won a game yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there was.
And Eddie Howe is there, right? So,
Yeah,
last season we were going through the same thing with one of the teams where we were saying that we were going to equal Derby's record of not winning any games. Right?
But who's the teams around them? Is it Norwich and
Norwich?
Yeah, Norwich is right ahead of them. I think it's Burnley.
Burnley is.
Burnley going down. So yeah, Newcastle going down for sure. Yeah. They're going. They have to pull off a January miracle. I don't know what kind of miracle they can pull off in January, but yeah.
Can we look more? Can we look for them to splash in the January window? I saw a tweet today. I don't think it was a respected source, but they were looking at Jesse Lingard, Harry Winks, and some, I don't remember the other name, but they were looking at, these names are being banded around. Can we expect them to go hard just to avoid the drop? Or you think it would make sense for them to go down and then come up?
I mean, they just got to take over, and getting relegated would be very embarrassing. Even that doesn't really have too much to do with it. But going in hard, we expect them to do that because Newcastle doesn't want to get relegated. But the predicament they're in now, going in hard for a name like Jesse Lingard, I think it's probably kind of out of the equation at the moment.
I'll tell you what a sensible thing to do would be bringing these players on loan until the end of the season. If it works out, it works out. If you go down, you go down, and then you reinvest in the team. But don't spend you can spend.
You don't have much obligations. I think that may be best, Jamal. I think that may be best. Lamar is saying, why are United acting as though this man has a CV like Klopp or Tuchel? Yes, he has inspired Tuchel and Klopp, but his CV doesn't show much at all. Not saying he won't do well, but bruh, you and Ole, they do the same thing on a daily basis. I wish y'all had Ole for 3 years. Lamar continues. He isn't the second coming of Tuchel, even though United have a good squad. 6 months is not enough, especially with the gap the big three have over United, in my opinion. Jalil is saying if y'all had Ole for 3 years or more, y'all would understand his plight. But this is what I'm saying to Lamar's point. I really think Man United really just brought him in for the 2 years that he's going to give them as the director. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think they brought him as, this is our manager.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah, but I have a quick point to make here. We talk about he doesn't have enough time to push for the title, the Premier League title. That is true. But I think his 6 months would be a failure if he doesn't win another trophy. Because if he is what Man United fans claim him to be, now think about what Man United fans claim him to be, some messiah. If he is that, he should be winning, if this is an FA Cup, at least a Champions League quarterfinal, minimum, or some kind of thing, top 4. He needs to be winning a trophy and get top 4 for him to be justified as what the messiah they claim him to be.
Because what's up for grabs? They're out of the Carling Cup, and I think we've just said that we've already said it's a 3-horse race, so we're not including them in it. So the Carling Cup is out, the Premier League is out.
It's the FA Cup and the
Champions League, FA Cup, and top 4.
Oh, that's a trophy.
That's a trophy nowadays, to be honest.
I remember the days when Wenger was ridiculed for wanting top four. Now everybody's
I don't
pushing
know.
for it.
I
Everybody's
don't know if
pushing
you
for
all
it.
heard, but they were saying if Ragnick managed to land Haaland at United, he gets a pay increase in his salary or something like that.
Oh wow. I didn't
Really?
see that. I didn't see that. Generally saying Ragnick excites me for the director of football role, not the coach. Bro, this football club has been incompetent for 9 years. Lol, lol, are United settling for quality or what? What's the plan? Do United want to immediately compete, or are they just settling for mediocrity until? Which is a good question. I mean, what's the plan? I think right now they're just trying to get to the summer. That's what I feel like employing a interim. I feel like they're just trying to get to the summer and let's go from there. That's what I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, seems like the best
Yeah,
thing to do at the moment.
Okay.
that's
All
what I'm
right, guys.
talking. They were bringing him for director of football next year, and just thought, okay, why not bring him in just to steady the ship at the moment, and then put him into the role. That way, he gets acclimatized to the club and then goes into the role.
All
And
right.
can I say something? If
Go
if
ahead,
Ragnick
John.
does, if Ragnick does a good job, right? I know United fans will go crazy about it, but it's easier for you it's harder for you to do crap with this United team than it is for you to do well. Like how do you have the team of 11 players plus five on the bench who are that good and you are in place where you are? I think all it was a blessing to all of us. We appreciated it while it lasted. But that United team, it should be title contender, but given the position they are, the minimum, it's a failure, an absolute travesty if they don't get top four and win a trophy. And I'm not trying to banter nobody. It's a failure, an absolute failure. But all that's I have to say about that. Anyway.
All right. Lamar continues, and thank you, Lamar, for joining us tonight. Because personally, with the club of United's economic status, shouldn't they be able to bring in a good manager? Why all this interim nonsense? That was
No,
Jonathan making sense.
Liverpool.
Ole was real nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we said no good managers available.
Well, yeah,
No good
that's
managers
fine.
available. So they're gonna buy their time, and we're gonna see. Look,
Yeah,
I
see what
I
shakes
have
up.
an appreciation. All right, go ahead, Jamal.
I'm saying they're just gonna see what shakes up in the summer because there's
Yeah,
gonna be.
I have an appreciation for a good process. I have an appreciation for a good process because I think that's where Arsenal is right now. You know what? By your time, see, you had to weed out some. And hey, look, is Mikel Arteta the man for the future? We don't know. But have we made progress? This is the most progress I think we've made since Wenger. And I've always said I do hate Man United a lot, but I love the rivalry that we had. The banter we go back and forth. So I'm waiting for the days when we can. Because if you look at that game today, guys, come on, we were both teams. As somebody made the point, we were so off of it. I think coming into the game we were 10th place and 5th place. Seriously, both of us were so off of it. I thought, yes, we look at Partey, because I'm not really looking at United players. Partey, he's supposed to be better than what he showed today. Odegaard, his touch was awful. Aubameyang, he's on so much money and he's not performing. Yeah, we need to make that step up, in my opinion. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Yeah, I just look at Partey. I think Partey might still not be 100% fit because I think we rushed him back for the Liverpool game. And because I think he was kind of cut short with his injury recovery time. In the normal team, we have somebody to replace him. He would just come back in for this United game. I think we kind of rushed him back with his injury.
Yeah,
Let's not forget, he's out in a couple of weeks too.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the loss of Shaka was, I think, instrumental in that, and where we had to rush him back.
No, Jamal. The loss of Shaq is a blessing. Don't.
Stop it. Jonathan, this is where I'm going to disagree with you.
No, guys, don't start the Xhaka conversation.
Yeah, but Shaka would have been starting over Partey if he was injured, is what I'm saying.
And Shaq would have had a red card today if he was starting.
Well,
I'll give him a
Come
penalty.
on.
debatable.
Come on.
Xhaka would have had more fight in him today.
Yeah.
Yes, and that fight would have led to mistakes that would have led to goals.
Or we could have won the ball higher up and Martinelli would score. Okay. All right, guys. Anything else on your mind before we close? No, football dead. It's a quick
The
turnaround again,
the
guys. It's a
Portuguese
quick turnaround.
challenge.
I think that this is another match week starts on Saturday, so we gotta get some time again. We're gonna preview those games. But hey, let's look forward to it. This is festive period. There's gonna be football coming thick and fast, and let's just hope we can get back to winning ways. We lost 1 out of our last 3 games for Arsenal fans. Manchester City, they're still winning. They're making treads up to where were you? How many? You're level on points, more we go. You're 2 points behind.
1 behind.
No,
One behind, you're 1 point behind. So hey, let's see what happens at the turn of the year. I'm hoping that Arsenal is 5th. I'm hoping that we can make that step up because we've played all the big teams so far already. Our next game is Southampton,
Everton. Monday.
Everton, and Everton. Yo, if
We know
Everton
this.
is in so much turmoil right now, we need.
3 points.
And Jamal, I don't know how you feel about it, but yes, we won't close. But I really want to see my team scoring 4 or 5 goals in a game. When last did that happen, man? Let me just go watch a highlight and like 3 minutes of just goals. So that's where I want to see my team for the next, especially Everton and Southampton coming up.
It's been a while. Anyways.
It's really been a while, but thank you guys, thank you Jonathan, thank you Jamal. The mommy they say you must have got 4K camera. You guys have high definition, some kind of wicked Wi-Fi over there because you look so smooth. All right, so thank you. Go ahead.
I got a ring light on.
So O'Neal is the ring light. It's the ring light. You see the man take care of his skin, no blemishes, and that man
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
keep himself
I've
cool.
done the skincare routine as well, so it's been looking good.
I see the
That's
man
why-
zen and so the
that's why
man
he's
zen,
the
the
face
man
of the
zen,
show.
the man too smooth, the man too smooth for us. Okay, the man too smooth. All right, so guys, thanks for joining us, Jonathan, Jamal, and Moy. See you again next time. And thank you everybody for joining us. It's a tough loss, but we move again. Remember to like, share, subscribe to Island Fans, and we continue to try and do bigger and better things. All right, so see you guys.
Thank you for watching Island Fans. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when there are new videos and updates. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and like us on Facebook. Island Fans, for the passion of the game.